I was born and raised there. That's where my whole family is. We were raised out in Crane, Oregon, actually, which is 29 miles east of Burns, and out on a ranch, very rural. And then my father was killed when I was 7. And so we moved away. Well, my parents got divorced, and then my father was killed. And then we moved back to Oregon. And that's when around my mom wanted me to be around my aunts and uncles. Well, actually my uncles. My dad had 5 brothers and 1 sister, so a big family. And so that I would have a male role model in my life. And then my sophomore year, I actually moved away from Oregon and moved up to Seattle to go to school. My mom met a gentleman, and they were getting ready to travel around, and I didn't want to change schools, so I moved up to Washington and finished high school. And then I ended up moving back to Vegas. My mom and my stepdad at the time were living here in Las Vegas, so I came here. I wouldn't say broken, just different. I was young when my mom and dad got divorced, and then I was 7 years old when he was killed, so I really don't have a father figure, know what it really is to have a father around, but my mom fulfilled both of those positions very well. Well, I grew up really early. I mean, I moved out of my house when I was 17 years old to go to school. So my sophomore year in high school, I was living on my own. So it came pretty early, but then in 1991, I became HIV positive. And so during that time, my life changed. And I've been through a lot of counseling and things like that. So I know that I have to have a lot of stress out of my life. So I try to keep myself calm. Well, I panicked the first thing. And then, I was diagnosed with AIDS right off the bat. I had 117 T cells when I found out that I was positive. And I started on meds right away. And then in 95, 96, when the cocktail came out, that's when actually I kind of started having a little bit of problems with my medication. I found out that I was allergic to a lot of the medications. So in 99, it was my first time ever being in the hospital. It was because of a reaction of one of the drugs that I was taking. And then after that, it kind of just gradually got a little bit worse because of my body chemistry in the drugs. I had a lot of different types of reactions. My body would fight the different drugs. And so I had to take a lot of other pills for side effects and all that kind of stuff. So I was in and out of the hospital a lot. In 2003, I ended up losing my job because of my health. And then since 1999 to now, I've been in the hospital 22 different times. But I'm very healthy right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And the last 6 years I haven't been in the hospital. Nothing really happening. And I think that has to do with a part of my other life that I live as part of the Sisters Rose. It comes into your body and it connects to your DNA. So all of us have a little bit of a different virus. And so if you're still 2 positives, having unprotected sex, you could become resistant to if you're resistant to certain drugs, and then you're having unsafe sex with your partner, you can make your partner resistant to those same drugs. And so it would break down his chances of going on different medications. The young kids think they are invincible, and, I'm proof that we're not invincible. There's things that happen no matter what. You may be one of the 10 or the 100 that have different effects than everybody else. This virus comes into your body as RNA and it connects to your DNA. So every virus is a little bit different. And, I just wish the kids now would just educate themselves more. And, they think that these drugs are just easy to take, and they're not. They tear up your body. My body has went through many changes since 1999, since I've been in the hospital and in and out of it. And so I just wish that they knew more folks that went through the 80s, the early 90s and such, and would really listen to them. Well, we're a nonprofit organization. We're a 501c3, and we're 21st Century Nuns. It started in 1979 in San Francisco, and then in 2005, I founded the order here. And what we do is we do HIV/AIDS outreach and education, and promulgate universal joy and expiate stigmatic guilt. So that's pretty much just spread love and joy, and let everybody know that it's okay to be different, and we accept you for who you are and what you do, who you sleep with or who you don't sleep with, anything, that there is no shame and no guilt in whatever you may do, and that there's always forgiveness. And for us, the Sin City Sisters, we're the only sister order in the world that's ever created and administered a program. We started this program called SADAP, which is the Sisters AIDS Drug Assistance Program. And what that program does, it funds individuals that are pending Social Security or waiting for local funding. They come to us and we'll pay for their HIV medications. So, HIV medications are very expensive. And if you have insurance, if you don't have insurance, or there's a program called Ryan White that a lot of us get onto if you're disabled and such, or low income, and they help pay for your medications. And so if you're waiting to get on that or any other type of services, they can come to us if they're having problems, and we'll pay for their medications. We're contracted through pharmacies. We don't pay right to them, but we pay to the pharmacies. Okay, I'm Sister Lucy, Lesbia Lady, Sister of Sexual Cravings. What we've done here in Las Vegas, I wanted to be a little bit different, so we kind of picked a theme, and we went with the 7 deadly sins. And so I'm lust, and with a sin there comes a color and a symbol. And the color of lust is blue, so I'm always in blue when you see me, all my makeup anyway. And my symbol is a cow. And so it goes on, like gluttony's orange, and wrath is red, pride is purple. So all of us sisters here represent a color and a sin. We have a great following here in Las Vegas, and they pretty much know what we do. And our Red Dress event we just finished with our 9th year. So the next one coming up next February will be our 10-year anniversary. And we just let them know that it's about, bringing the solidarity of the red ribbon back. That let people know that HIV and AIDS is still out there, and that we still have to be aware of it, talk about it, and educate people about it. And so, yeah, we try to make it as fun as possible. We have different themes. The one that we just finished was steampunky funky, so everybody had to come in a theme of steampunk. So it gives a little bit of a bigger variety of guys getting in a dress, or butch women that don't want to put on dresses. I had to twist your arm to put on a dress. So we have our problems sometimes, but once they get to the party and feel the energy that we put out there, they don't hesitate, and they come back every year wanting more. Family's my heart and soul, It's been my mom and my sister and I forever. My mom is the strongest woman that I know. Second to my sister is just as strong. And I think my mom taught us all that, and showed us that we have to be strong and persistent to get whatever we want, and work hard and you get it. What's next for me? Well, staying healthy and continuing doing the sisters and continuing doing SADAP. When I sit across the table, when a client comes to us and they're worried about finding their medications, and we're able to say, yes, we'll give them to you in 2 to 3 days, and just to see that relief on their face, it feeds me. It keeps me healthy, and so the next phase for me as Sister Lucy is I'm getting ready to plan another big event. That's going to be Project Nunway, and it's a little bit different than our red dress, and it's just to show a little bit of variety of other things that the sisters do. To keep on, moving forward with whatever they, strive for, to stay healthy and positive, and to remember that to get to that one pill or whatever it is to keep them really healthy right now is that there was a lot of other people before them that struggled and laid down the path for them. So, yeah, I guess that would be it. I'm Tracy Skinner, and that's my chapter and verse.